Have you ever wondered how the mightiest can fall to the smallest? In the ancient forests of India, a remarkable tale from the Panchatantra teaches us that true strength lies not in size but in unity and wisdom. This is the story of how a powerful snake learned humility from the tiniest of creatures. Deep in a dense forest lived a massive black cobra named Kaldamstra. His name struck terror in the hearts of all forest dwellers, and his reputation for cruelty was legendary. Each day, he would slither through his territory, demanding tribute from smaller creatures and devouring those who dared to refuse. His massive hood, adorned with intricate patterns, would spread wide as he proclaimed himself the supreme ruler of his domain. Not far from Kaldamstra's lair existed a flourishing colony of ants. These tiny beings lived in perfect harmony, each one dedicated to the welfare of their community. Their underground kingdom was a marvel of organization, with chambers for food storage, nurseries for their young, and intricate tunnels that connected every part of their realm. Led by their wise queen, they worked tirelessly, demonstrating that great achievements come through cooperation and dedication. One scorching summer day, Kaldamstra found himself particularly irritated. The heat had made prey scarce, and his hunger grew with each passing moment. As he moved through the forest, his eyes fell upon the ant colony. He watched with disdain as thousands of ants moved in perfect coordination, carrying food particles many times their size back to their home. "How pathetic," he hissed, his forked tongue flicking in contempt. "These insignificant creatures, barely visible to the eye, dare to build their kingdom in my territory." His pride wounded by the mere existence of such successful tiny beings, Kaldamstra decided to demonstrate his power. He positioned himself near the main entrance of their colony and began his reign of terror. Every time the ants emerged to gather food, Kaldamstra would strike, killing dozens with a single snap of his powerful jaws. He delighted in their fear, watching them scatter in panic. "See how easily I can destroy you," he would taunt. "Your numbers mean nothing against my might." The ant queen, hearing of the snake's cruelty, called an emergency council. Unlike the snake's solitary arrogance, she believed in the wisdom of collective thinking. The ants gathered in their great chamber, each one offering suggestions to deal with their tormentor. After much deliberation, a plan emerged, a plan that would teach Kaldamstra an unforgettable lesson. That night, while the snake slept, thousands of ants moved silently through the forest. They worked with incredible precision, each ant knowing its role in their grand strategy. Some formed living bridges, others created communication chains, and many more prepared for the most dangerous part of their plan. As dawn approached, the ants launched their coordinated attack. Wave after wave of tiny warriors crawled onto the sleeping snake. They moved into his ears, his nostrils, and underneath his scales. When Kaldamstra awoke, he found himself under siege by an army of thousands. The snake thrashed violently, trying to shake off his miniature attackers. But for every ant he managed to dislodge, 10 more took its place. The ants bit into his scales, causing intense pain that grew with each passing moment. His mighty coils, once symbols of his power, now twisted in agony. Kaldamstra tried to retreat to the water, but the ants had anticipated this move. They had already blocked his path with fallen leaves and twigs. He attempted to seek refuge in his lair, but found it occupied by another division of the ant army. The snake's panic grew as he realized he was completely surrounded. Finally, exhausted and humbled, Kaldamstra raised his head in surrender. The ant queen approached him, carried on a platform of her soldiers. "Great snake," she said, her tiny voice filled with wisdom, "your strength is impressive, but it pales before the power of unity. We may be small, but together we are mighty. Remember this lesson: true power lies not in the ability to cause fear, but in the wisdom to foster respect." The snake, his pride shattered but his wisdom greatly increased, bowed his head in acknowledgement. The ants withdrew, leaving Kaldamstra to reflect on his actions. From that day forward, the snake changed his ways. He learned to coexist with the forest's creatures, understanding that respect earned through wisdom far outweighs fear commanded through force. This ancient tale reminds us that size and individual strength are not the ultimate measures of power. True strength lies in unity, cooperation, and wisdom. The smallest among us, when working together with purpose and determination, can accomplish what might seem impossible. It teaches us that pride and arrogance often blind us to the strength of others, while humility and respect open doors to understanding and growth. In our modern world, where we often celebrate individual achievement, this Panchatantra story continues to resonate. It reminds us that communities working together can overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Whether in nature or human society, the principles remain the same. Unity is strength, wisdom surpasses force, and true power lies in our ability to work together for the common good.